Hi everyone, I'm Jiaming, and Susan has asked me to make a video about how I'm feeling in the coronavirus situation. I must say at first I was feeling pretty okay. So I first heard about the situation from my family in China, extended family in China, and for a long time I was just praying that they will be okay, and that's a huge praise to God, which is that they are, and I'm very glad the situation in China is getting a lot better. But when the cases first started in the US, I guess at first I realized there wasn't much I could do other than really just eat my vitamins, be careful, wash my hand, and avoid large crowds. But then the panic started getting to me a little bit on Monday when I went to the grocery store and tried to grab some last minute groceries before the shelter in place order, and just seeing the empty aisles for myself and feeling the panic of the shoppers, it was really it started to get to me. But at first, when I got home, I was like, okay, it's okay. Social distancing will be for a couple of weeks. I'm fairly introverted. I have food. I have everything I need. It shouldn't be too bad. Um, but then when social distancing started, I realized, wow, this is really hard. And I can't imagine how difficult it must be for people who are much more extroverted than I am. And then I think on Thursday, when Governor Gavin Newsom issued the order for a state lockdown that goes on indefinitely, that was when I really freaked out. I realized how the situation is really going to change the way we interact and just go about our lives in a very drastic way for a long time. But I've been feeling a lot better now just by talking a lot to family and friends, video chatting them, and praying and reading and really just going outside and seeing how beautiful spring is actually right now. Just seeing the trees, the sun, and people taking socially distant walks, and that has really helped me to stay calm, and I'm feeling a lot better now. As for what it means to have faith in the situation, I think prayer is a huge part for me. Not just praying for myself, but also praying for the world, because it really helps me to put my anxieties and fear into perspective. Another huge thing and two verses that actually really spoke to me is Romans 12, 12 through 13, which says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer, and share of the Lord's people who are in need. Practice hospitality." And those two verses, I think, really capture how I want to respond to this situation. So I've been spending a lot of time in prayer and thinking about how I can really apply that to the way I live.